Good morning, good morning. Good morning. How was y'all weekend? Good morning, good morning. I had a pretty good weekend. We like a minute early? No, we're right on time. Let's get this party started. I remember I spoke at the beginning of the month how this month feels like a boring month, and it's because it's the fourth month that we've been walking every morning except Sunday. So I'm gonna put on one of my videos from my Miss Vicky character. I used to be Miss Vicky. That's what I use for my book. I like to say yes. As a preschool teacher, I did like 5-minute, 3-minute videos and put them on YouTube. And I figured we'd listen to one as we walk, and then we'll talk about the video. You know, here we go. Oh, Facebook, this is my video from my YouTube channel. The voice is my voice, and I give me permission to use it. Hi, y'all. This is not a religious program. I just like German, and I like this purple German. And the kids, they like the color purple, and I like the color purple. This is not a religious program. My name is Miss Vicky. Preschool kids call me Miss Mickey, Miss Wiggy, but my name is Miss Vicky. I'm a former preschool teacher, daycare teacher, and home visitor, which is a preschool teacher that goes into the home and works with the children. And I wrote this book, I Like to Say Yes. I Like to Say Yes is the hottest new children's book on the market today. It helps you keep the word yes in the child's vocabulary. I wrote this book from an obscure children's song called I Like to Say Yes. Yes, 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 I like to say yes. Yes, 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 I like to say yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 I like to say yes. But before we go any further, I have to ask you this question. Did you read to your child or grandchild last night? I got a feeling you did. I'm hoping you did. I do this video to talk about the blog that I write on Twitter, which is I Like to Say Yes at Twitter, on Instagram, which is I Like to Say Yes at Instagram, and Facebook, which is I Like to Say Yes at Facebook. And I write this blog every day, and I just use little clips. And I've been doing this for close to a year now. And I figured I would use this YouTube forum to talk about some of the things that I write. I have one here that I put, yes to some adults is submission. However, in certain situations, for toddlers, yes is protection. And I want to tell you why that's true. Preschool and daycare teachers, the state tries to get them to go and get a 4-year degree to teach preschool. But a lot of preschool teachers are just parents that are working with kids. They're
yeah, I hope you guys heard it well. Yes, it's protection for toddlers in daycare. I can't even tell you. Let me talk from my experience. My mother came from Virginia, and they were yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, yes, no, sir, yes, sir. But for some reason, when my mother had me, she wasn't doing that. No, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, sir. You didn't do all that stuff. Basically, I didn't use the word yes. People didn't like me because I would say no. Like, you want something to eat? No. You want to go outside? No. You just you had to look at me and say, well, the kid don't raise herself, and then you would like me. But if you thought I raised myself and I was using all those no's, then you basically didn't like me when I was a child. And that left me to a lot of pinching. The older folks, they would pinch you. And they asked you to do something, or they told you to do something, you said no. They used to pinch you, so I used to get pinched a lot. People didn't want to take me places because whenever they say, well, come do this or come, I would say no. But my mother didn't teach us yes because in her mind, she was raised in Virginia back in the 1940s. So we know the racism and stuff that's going on down there. And she looked at that yes sir, yes ma'am as more of like enslavement times. So she didn't encourage it. So I didn't use it. It didn't work well for me. It was my grandmother. I go down south, of course, she was born 40 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. So, she was into that, yes, yes ma'am, yes. For her, all she wanted to hear you say was yes, Grammy, yes ma'am. No. And one thing you didn't say is what. Whoa, ho, ho. You didn't use the word what, but anyway. She taught me to use the word yes. I didn't have it. I was, no, you want to go out? No, no, no. So she taught me, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So she wanted to hear yes. Are you cooking? Even if you wasn't cooking, you say, my cousins taught me that. Say yes ma'am. And then make your way to the kitchen. If you're supposed to be doing laundry, if you're doing laundry, you say yes ma'am. If you're not doing laundry, you say yes ma'am anyway, and then go get your laundry and do it. So I learned yes in South Carolina. I didn't know yes. But I raised my daughter yes, because it has to be yes. Yeah. And then I started working in daycare centers. And I mean, to see a little, maybe 1.5-year-old with something they got from their parents because they don't know anything, stand there and tell you to no. No. Now, I've been around some teachers, qualified trained teachers, who really can't accept the word no. They really can't work with it, especially from a little kid. I've seen them do things to the no kids. I've seen like I wrote this book. I saw a lot that the word yes would take care of. Basically, you want your child just to stay alive till you come back and get them. That's all it is. A 2-year-old, 3-year-old, they're not making no grandstand. And they'll protect them. Trust me, the yes kids, they get a lot of good treatment. The no kids, they get a lot of treatment, but it ain't the good treatment. And I just want to put that out there for you. All marks don't be seen. And all truths don't be told. But I guarantee you, you put the word yes in your child's vocabulary, and they will be protected at the daycare center. They'll try stuff. They'll introduce them to stuff. The yes kids is like, yeah, you want to color? Yes. Well, why don't you try this? And then they start teaching more because your child is saying yes. And the door, when the teacher hears yes, it's like the door is open for your child to learn. And they start teaching them. But when you don't put the word yes in your child's vocabulary, and you say no, and the child says no, come, let's get some crayons and sit down and color. No. Why don't you want to color? No. They don't know any other word. No. That's all I know is no. So you bring them over, and what I started doing, and what the teachers that caught on started doing, was, of course, we introduced yes. So at those times, sometimes when they would say no, we were saying, yes, 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 I like to say yes. Yes, yes, and just literally put the word yes in their vocabulary. Then it took some time, maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and our class were yeses. Even this was this little boy. But a couple, they get mad because they don't control their language. You can put words into them. And you can see them, he's like, yes, yes, yes. And what? No! Like, yes, yes, yes. We had a few of them. No, no. I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then it's like something comes across them that they can't control, and they say yes. And you can tell from looking at their eyes that they're like, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. But it's in my vocabulary. And yes. Yes, 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 yes. So we would sing the song in the morning, and life for me, and anyone who came behind me for daycare with the song yes and the word life got easier. Life got easier. And you can start teaching. Because even that one word yes, all that bravado that you teach these little kids to go to school and deal with adults with, let me tell you something. My mother died when I was young. I'm going to tell you something. There's some mean adults out here. Mean. Oh. Hey, our water break. 15 minutes already. I'm so glad that I thought of the videos. And then we could talk about that. So, let's talk about the first part of this walk has been brought to you by I Like to Say Yes. Keep the word yes in your child's vocabulary by reading I Like to Say Yes to your child. You can buy I Like to Say Yes from Archway Publishing. Oh, hello. Archway Publishing, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. This is our water break. I drank all the juice and was supposed to make some yesterday and I didn't do it. And then I want to put beets in my juice, some beet juice in my juice. So I'll have water probably today. Tomorrow I probably won't have my juice until Wednesday. But it's alkaline water. So, let's see. I've been flipping this gum around. If I was in school, my teacher would say, my God, would you spit that gum out? But it helps with the digestive system. If you have acid reflux before you go all ham on all these medications, why don't you try chewing some gum for a half hour after you eat? Help process that food. let me see. Let me bring it down some. Okay, we're gonna go for our fast walk. It's a little chilly down here. Good morning, good morning. It's a little chilly down here, but let's get this party started. I like the way the fast walk helps the muscle in my shin, or my shin muscle. Squeeze your gut. Less than 2 minutes. I didn't say good morning to Canada. Good morning, Canada. Good morning. And my friends and family. But I want to get to business, And our business is walking. Less than 2 minutes. Squeeze your gut. Less than a minute. Less than 15 seconds. Here we go. That's our 5 minutes fast walking. That's it. That's it, y'all. Whew. I tell ya. Oh. Whew. Oh. I tell ya. Whew. My calves, when I touch them, that muscle in the back is so firm and round. I don't think I got that when I was running. I really don't think I did. Oh, I tell you. This is the 3rd week of the 4th month, y'all. Oh. So tomorrow I have another Miss Vicky. So I'll post that on my page and we'll talk about another Miss Vicky. That's it. I think you hit an age if you don't walk or exercise, that old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. It definitely is true. I think, in my case, I can't speak for everybody else, but I think it's true for me. And though I walk every day, it's not so mindless like it was in my youth. Now it's conscious. I'm conscious of me walking. In my youth, it's just something I did. But now it's something I have to be conscious of and to remember, because you can lose the ability to walk. You can lose the ability to do a lot of things at this senior age. And as long as you're mindful, I mean, like a lot of stuff I used to do, I don't do. And I've probably forgotten. That's natural. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying and that's why you need to write a children's book. Find the illustrator. Write a book for the kids, niece and nephews, and put it somewhere for them. Don't say, why don't you pick up a book? Give them your book, and you know they'll pick it up. But, oh yeah, this is what I want to say about, I like to say, yes, when I do my blog, the first thing on my blog was, did you read to your child or grandchild last night? Did you read to your child or grandchild last night? You should read to them every night. But that's on my blog on Instagram and on Twitter, led with the did you read to your child or grandchild last night? So, whew, let's check for the connection. Let's check this connection. Hey, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for the support. I love you. Thanks for the support. Yes, indeed. Yep. You need to a book. Grandma says this. Grandma does this. Take your old pictures. You know, when I lived in Mount Vernon, there was people that lived in that building I moved into who had been there for 30 or 40 years. And I could tell when they moved out because amongst all the old stuff, there was family pictures and portraits. And it was all thrown in the garbage in the back, haphazardly. And I was like, why aren't they, look, I went to a library thinking about writing memoirs, but she made it ever so simple. She said, take a picture of yourself and put it, at the top, and then write a little paragraph and take pictures and put it in there, and that's how you make the book for your family. That's brilliant. Oh, thanks for the support, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can publish it like that. But I think now it is so cheap that you can look into little stories of your life and something like that that you put out there for the kids. I mean, adults will read it too. I know y'all give y'all all y'all money to these video games, these YouTube, these Facebook games, and this game and that game, and folks is pulling out big money. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'd write another book for kids and take my money and put it to that. That's how my mindset is. So, but it should be nothing. If you're, whatever you do, whatever business, or if you're in the medical field, how about writing a book? Mommy is a nurse. Mommy takes care of it. You know what I'm saying? Or when I grow up, I want to be in it. Or just something. Leave something for us. Because I got nothing from my people. I got this book. It's a 3-ring binder, but it's a little 3-ring binder that my mother had in the hospital. And she wrote that she loved me. She wrote that when she went into the hospital, everybody was so supportive of her. But after a while, she said it's like they hated her and wanted her to get out. She couldn't understand it. She was like, don't fall for it. So maybe that's another reason why I'm not into the medical field. I was warned by my mother. And that's all I have of her. And I cherish it. My daughter will cherish it. But she came from a time she couldn't get even if she had money, she couldn't get a book published about her. Hell, you couldn't even get hardly pictures taken of you. So basically, I have no pictures of her. I have nothing of her. Except that little binder. So I made up in my mind. I mean, I got that YouTube with Miss Vicky. I got that channel. I got a neighbor's channel where I do my chess program. And now walking. But I was gonna leave something to me. My mother wasn't able to leave nothing. But I was gonna leave something to me. Alright, squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbows, 15. It's hard coming from a Sunday where you don't do no exercises to a Monday where you exercise. Let's see. Ooh. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Yes. We've done 30 minutes. Wow. Hey, y'all, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Al. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for your support. Yes, happy Monday. Good morning. Thanks so much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.